to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Louisville Cardinals. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Cardinals will kick it away to start. Looking for blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Miami's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Got the tight end outside. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Daly.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Catch in the middle. It's Hurley. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Canes look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down. Got him downfield. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
The Hurricanes have a lot of options on second and inches. Hauls it in. Oh, he got loose. Touchdown, Miami. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. He marched 78 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Louisville's offense will take the field for the first time. Off the play fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's Conrad. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. The Cardinals come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. He's got an open man. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. They're going to run it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got his man. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on 3rd down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
And the Cardinals send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Gives it on the option. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. The RPO, it's complete.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And the Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, the ground game. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Right back to the well. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Off the play fake. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference, defense.
How many times do you think they're going to run that one back in film study? Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. That's a penalty, that's a penalty, that's a penalty. It'll be a long film study for him. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The pull and throw off the RPO. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got his man. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On second and goal, he carries again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. He'll go to the sneak. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On fourth and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive.
Turning it on! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Coates.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Back to pass on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. He turns that loose down the right side. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Sneaks into the end zone.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Oklahoma State will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Justin Blackmon was a 2-time All-American, they know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UCF. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Puts it out of the air. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll send the back in motion. Gonna look downfield again. Oh, he's gonna try to get it all here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He has a knack for taking away the tackler's leverage. He's out to the 34. And the Canes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hurley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Hurley. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Finds his big tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now on second down. Trying play action. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Hurricanes will have it 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's caught. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up 3rd down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And that'll tie things up as we head toward halftime.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's going to take off. Crosses the 30. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Stands in and takes the hit. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. Defense trying to be physical in pass coverage took it a little too far, and the offense will pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Makes the grab. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And he had just enough to will that one home. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
On the move from inside his 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a fascinating first 2 quarters of football in Louisville. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field, trying to set the tone with the run. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. to pass. Got his man. At the 35, he's got room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Coates. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The Cardinals are rolling down the field. Quick completion to the right. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll leave it with him. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Cardinals come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Caught in the backfield. It's Conrad. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Right down the boulevard. It's good. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Got enough for the 1st. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. Looking for space, it's Hobbs. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Hurricanes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Wow, already up to 250 catches for his career.
That's a lot of catches. How about the consistency of this young man, the durability, the toughness? He's got all those characteristics, Paul.
250 catches is impressive, too, because every week the defense knows they're trying to get this guy the ball, and still they cannot stop him.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Here's the handoff. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Canes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Here's a quick throw out to the left. There he goes! They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. The lead sliced to 3 at 16-13. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold on.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll run play action. Gonna take a shot. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. The Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running it to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got a third down and manageable from right around midfield. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Cardinals will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Hurley. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Daly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Canes are flying down the field. That's caught. It's Daly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. Makes the catch. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the back. He wants to throw it again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They move on top here in the 4th. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from his own end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Second down, he'll throw it. This time he's got it. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Conrad. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll run it from the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Makes the grab over the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. And the Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
They boot it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Hurricanes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
Got a man. It's Coates. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Wants to throw on third down. He caught it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown Cardinals. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And that extra point carries some significance. Now a field goal just ties the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. UTEP has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 28 to Liberty. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Now the play fake. Here's a throw downfield late. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. And they come out with a field goal lead. Defense just got to stop now to capitalize, David. Yeah, breaks into the open. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. The Cardinals inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. Quarterback on the keeper. Got some room in under the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the brain trust will go to work. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from it.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.